Cause number 22 CPR 01180 in the matter of the estate of ABID ANWAR MALIK. Airship determination with an independent administration. Please announce.
Paul Kabansky on behalf of ANWAR Shahid. We're ready, Your Honor.
Albert Beal, appointed by the court as attorney ad litem. Ready.
All right, so everybody's going to testify. Please raise your right hands. Do each of you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this cause is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Do.
Now, Ambreen Shahid, is she going to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
She didn't raise her right hand.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm unaware of the typical procedures.
Okay, did you understand that you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Kabinsky.
Okay. Ms. Shahid, state your legal name, please.
Green Shahid,
Okay. And who is ABID ANWAR MALIK?
he was my uncle.
Okay. And did he die in El Paso on February 8th, 2020 at the age of 72?
Correct.
Okay. And he owns property in El Paso, correct?
Yes.
And at the time of his death, he did not have a will. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at the time of his death, he was predeceased by his parents, Malik Mohammed Anwar, who died July 3rd, 1972, and Asghari, Asghari Sultana, who died on October 2nd, 1997. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the decedent did not have any children.
Correct.
He never adopted any children.
Correct.
He was never married,
Correct.
never lived with somebody in a common law relationship.
Correct.
Okay, and basically his heirs are his siblings, is that correct? Brothers and sisters? And we've got Zahid Anwar Malik. We've got Sahid Anwar Malik, and we've got Yasmin Salid. Is that your understanding of his brothers and sisters?
Correct.
And nobody else?
No.
Okay, and he owns a house here in El Paso, correct?
Correct.
And some personal property, some cars and furnishings.
Yeah, and the land.
Okay. And basically you're asking for a declaration of heirship, and you're asking that you be appointed independent administrator pursuant to section 401.003 of the Texas Estates Code. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the three siblings, the decedent's three siblings, have consented to that and filed waivers with the court. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're not disqualified from serving as independent administrator. You've not been convicted of a felony, not filed a bankruptcy, not been declared incompetent. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you've designated a resident agent, somebody that lives in Texas?
Correct.
Okay, I believe that I pass the witness.
Mr. Beal.
Thank you, Judge. Sadim Ahmad Khan is your husband, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And he's also familiar with your uncle and his family history, is that right?
Right.
And nobody, to your knowledge, nobody's come forward claiming to be an heir or a child of ABID Malik, who was not.
Yeah, there's no one who came forward.
Nobody's made that claim.
No.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Nothing further of this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Beal, call the first witness.
Close the door. Close the door. I would call Michael Word.
I'm here.
Mr. Word, you knew the decedent Abid Anwar Malik, is that right?
Yes, sir.
How did you know him?
He lives right across the street from me. We've walked around the neighborhood. I've been inside his house for the pretty much 14 years that I've known him.
And you talk about politics and the weather and
All
and
the,
everything, right?
oh yeah.
Okay. And did he ever mention that he had any children?
He told me flat out, he's never been married, never had kids. I've
Okay,
never seen anybody but him at his house for the last 14 years.
okay. And he wasn't married.
Wasn't married.
Okay. And his he just has some brothers and sisters, right?
Right. Well, I met a brother. I know he has a brother in Germany. I don't know. He never mentioned it.
He mentioned
Oh, don't tell me the names. He just tells me brothers and sisters.
okay, so you don't know the names, but he's got a sister or brother in New Jersey.
One in Germany, and I believe he did tell me he had a sister, but I'm not sure where.
In Canada, perhaps?
That's a niece.
Okay, that's a niece. Okay,
The one we're talking to now.
okay, all righty. I'll pass the witness.
Anything, Mr. Kabinski?
No, Your Honor.
Call the next witness, Mr. Beal.
I would call Miss Sylvia Word.
Go ahead.
Miss Word, you're married to Michael Word, who just testified, is that right?
Yes,
Okay, and you too knew ABID ANWAR MALIK,
yes,
okay? Because you were his across the street neighbor, is that right?
right, right.
Did you have a chance to talk with him, get to know a little bit about him?
Yes. And Mike was his best friend. They walk every afternoon when the weather permit. So he was always by himself. And he's more Mike's friend, but he always was very kind to us. He will cook for us, sometimes desserts and stuff like that.
And are you confident he had no children?
Right.
And you know he had some siblings?
Right. I never met them. I met his niece once a long time ago, but I never met any of the other ones.
I'll pass the witness.
Kabinski.
Just a couple of questions. You're aware that he had 3 brothers and sisters, right?
Mike mentioned it, yes.
Okay. And everything that your husband has testified to, who was his best friend, is true and correct?
Right, right.
Okay, that's all I have, Your Honor.
Judge, Mr. Kabinski filed a statement of facts signed by Sadim Ahmed Khan, who's the husband of the applicant. And where it says he's familiar with the family history, known him for 20 years, and names the siblings that are in the application. I called him and I had a long conversation with him, and he identified how he knew him through the family relationship since he was married to the applicant, and was able to at least satisfy me that these were the only siblings he had.
Okay. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so the court, after hearing testimony, finds that the heirs of Mr. ABID ANWAR MALIK have been identified, and that the letters of independent administration that are being sought by the niece will be granted. How many hours, Mr. Beal?
Two, Judge.
Item fees, Mr. Kabinski, are $500.
Yes, Your Honor, I will send Mr. Beal a check.
Please, here you go. And okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Camilla.
Bye.